Hello, good morning everybody. Thinking I might start a new series where I upload 5 days a week, just running over my thoughts and my daily targets on the crypto market. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Comment below or give this video a like if you would like to see more videos like that. Obviously I'll still have my tutorials, but if you want to see daily updates where I just get up, throw on some LoFi, make my morning coffee and go through the charts based on my strategy, let me know. Drop a comment, drop a like. All right, let's get into it. So starting off with ETH BTC here. A very, very nice weekly close last week. Despite how bearish everything looked, ETH BTC is still making high highs. Okay, and this weekly close is a very, very strong sign of what is to come over the next few weeks to few months. So the first thing I look for when I look at a chart is accumulation or distribution. And what does that look like? Okay, it's just a head and shoulders pattern where you have a low, the high that sweeps the low, we break above, and then once we return to this level, it doesn't have to be instantly, but let's say we return over here, can we form the same pattern? Essentially this is just confirming levels of supply or demand. In this case, demand. Okay, so swept below some lows, we broke above. This is all the way back in 2017. However, take note, we formed a similar pattern again. We swept below these lows and then we broke above. Right here. Broke above the high, let's sweep the lows. And then we come down and form the same pattern again. I was looking at this for weeks and weeks, and we finally got the retest, and still I wasn't too keen until we broke structure here, which is exactly what we've started to see. So I think over the next few weeks we're going to see an insane move here on ETH. If we take a look at the previous legs before this whole level, all of this consolidation here, you can see there is little to no resistance. So there to here. Okay, note that there aren't many levels of support, turn resistance here in these legs. Obviously we have this level here, but outside of that, really we do not have much. So if we can revisit this range here, form this pattern, okay, I think hitting this level at least will be a solid target. If we can reclaim this level and continue to accumulate, forming the same pattern, then we can aim for this high or even this high. So I think the next month or two are going to be huge for alts. Let's take a look on the daily. Similar picture. A bit of a down day today, consolidating. Oh, we still have 3 hours left, so who knows where we'll close, but this is what I'm seeing. Just keeping in mind any retracement back into this leg at all. Once we do see the pattern relative to the time frame we're trading, so if you're a scalper, obviously you shouldn't be looking at the H4. If you're looking to trade the H4 or the daily or weekly trend, you shouldn't be looking on the 15-minute chart for an entry. So just keeping that in mind, any retracement into this leg relative to the time frame that you're looking to enter and exit on, you should be looking for this pattern. Okay. So we have some equal lows here. And then we have a bullish broken base right here. So two scenarios I'll be looking for. A revisit and then reaccumulation right here, or we sweep the lows, reaccumulate. If we do sweep the lows and reaccumulate, I won't enter on the first pattern. I'll wait for the second, where I'll then look to get long there. So I think ETH BTC, some massive moves coming. If you don't have ETH, make sure you get some. Obviously, look at this. But remember, buying into the resistance here probably also isn't a good idea. So just keeping that in mind. We may be in for a deeper retrace, but just looking at the daily and weekly chart here, any opportunity that you get, you should be looking to take advantage of that. So there are a few altcoins that also look really good at the moment. Okay, So essentially, most of the alts have all printed a similar setup where we have a bunch of equal lows here, the manipulation which we saw yesterday morning, okay, followed by a break in structure, which is what we also saw. What I'm waiting for now is the retracement. This is the key part, okay? Once we revisit the level that swept the lows, or the level that was responsible for the manipulation, we need to see reaccumulation. If we don't see the reaccumulation here, okay, then we should assume that the move up above these highs was also manipulation. So we just need to see demand hold. If there is demand at these levels, then we should be good to continue up. Now, RSR, I don't really follow fundamentals, but I know a lot of you really like this coin. Okay, and I'm seeing a solid setup here, sweeping below all of these equal lows and then breaking above. No, that swept the low yesterday. Okay, with quite a strong reaction here. Let's see how we close the daily. If we can close the daily strong above all of these highs here and then retrace, okay, while still maintaining this level, then I can look to get long. All right, and it's a pretty similar story here for a lot of the altcoins. SRM and Ray and Sol are a little different. They're showing they're a lot stronger than most other coins at the moment. So we've broken out of this resistance here. What we want to see is a retracement, not distribution. So, which is what we're seeing at the moment, which is good. So here, we don't want to see sweeps and then a break in structure. We just want to see price retrace, hopefully leaving some equal highs along the way. So if we can retrace, retrace, revisit this level here, form the same pattern and reaccumulate, then we can look to get long. Personally, I wouldn't be buying this right now if you aren't already in from these lower levels. I would wait for the confirmation. I would wait for price to show that demand is formed or forming at these levels. Similar story here for Ray, breaking out of resistance. Once we can return into the resistance, now turn support, we look for demand to form, we look for reaccumulation, then we can get long. $15 being a conservative target. If we do reaccumulate here, we're easily going to $20. You should be prepared for that. Okay, sweeping below these equal lows here, right here, and then breaking above and reaccumulating on the lower time frames. It couldn't get much better than that. One thing I am a little bit concerned about is that we did just sweep this high, so it is important that we see reaccumulation inside of this leg here. So we'll just wait for that. If this move was in fact that we saw today, just a retracement and that we are going to head lower, there are a few coins that I'm looking at that I think are poised for a bit to head a bit lower. Now, these coins, XRP and LTC, both formed equal lows. So they had a low here and then another low and then they broke up. Whereas the more bullish coins, in my eyes anyway, swept the low and broke structure here. To me, this is a more bullish structure. LTC and XRP both left equal lows. Okay, so if this move was a retracement that we saw today, then we should see a break in structure here. So if we can break below this low and then continue to distribute, then I'll look to get short into these equal lows right here. And it's a similar story for Litecoin. So until we break above 290 here on LTC, we should assume that the move up that we're seeing now is just a retracement into the previous levels of distribution. Take note of the equal lows that we left below here. That's not a good sign. I would have rathered revisiting into this bullish broken base, taking a low and then continuing up, but we didn't see that. So if we do see distribution here, we can look to get short. I didn't really want to go over 10 minutes for any of these. Bitcoin showing the more stronger signal here. Okay, so ETH BTC, I think we're in for a little bit more of a retrace. Once we get the reaccumulation, then we can look to get long. Hopefully alts print a similar setup around the same time. If they do, then that's a really strong signal. SRM, Ray, Sol, all looking good. If this is a retracement, XRP and LTC will be the shorts to play. No worries, guys. If you enjoyed this and you want to see daily updates, okay, where I just get up, have my coffee, listen to LoFi, drop a comment, let me know, drop a like, share it around. Thank you. Bye, everyone.